Welcome to the season 1 of the TS Network Daytime Show.
Yes, sir. It's Dedayo ADELOYE stretching and yawning and wishing you a good morning. Right now, you're about listening to the one and only show in the land. And just like Uncle Charles Bruce would always start by saying, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of its flow the issues of life. And that's Proverbs 4:23. This is the Teens Network Daytime Show on radio.
Wake up and smile, 'cause it's been a while. It's been like a whole day since I stopped so you could hold me. But this child awaits, strong in the faith. Lord, you are the refuge that I can't wait to get to, 'cause I can't let a day go, can't let a day go by without thanking you for the joy that you bring to my life. And there's something about the way your sun shines on my face. It's a love so true, I can never get enough of you. This feeling can't be wrong. I'm about to get my worship on, take me away. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When trouble seems to rain on my dreams, it's not a big deal. Let it wash all the bugs off my windshield, 'cause you're showing me that in you I'm free, and you're still the refuge that I've just got to get to, so I won't let it day go, won't let it day.
You know, as smart as you think that I'm the most perfect person to be right in this position, there are some things I'm still not getting right. I gotta tell you the truth, man. I ain't trying to say you're wrong. You're not. Because growing up as a kid to becoming a teen and getting to that stage of becoming an adult doesn't mean, I suddenly have the brilliance of everything. It's only God's grace and mercy that I'm right where I am today. And truly, I've got days I wake in the morning feeling grateful and thankful to my Creator. But also, there are days I wake up and my complaint level gets so high that I lose sight of how God has been good to me. I lose sight of how God has kept me, and I really can't count the times I've been in that position, man. But then, once my complaint level are about to rise, I'm gonna say, see how things has been for me. Yada, just do all those things, and it taps me. Then I begin to find all the incredible reasons that I've got to be grateful to my Creator. That way, it slows down the complaint level, and by God's grace, I try for most part of the day to stay grateful to God. And so far, many things has happened to me beyond what I asked God for. So many things has happened beyond what I thought could happen to me. And still, I'm grateful to God for each and everything He did for me. And with my mama's support and teachings, I've learned a lot of things, because she taught me the most valuable lessons I've learned over the years I've lived. And one of the key things she taught me was to pray. She taught me about prayer, man. She would say, son, when you set yourself on the journey to becoming successful, I want you to understand that your faith will be tested. When you step forward to say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, when you plan to commence your project, always have it at the back of your mind that the devil is listening. That do right there, man. He doesn't like good stuff at all. He doesn't like good stuff at all. No. And what am I trying to say to you this morning? When your road is smooth, you've got to pray. When your road gets bumpy, you've got to pray. When it gets real dark for you, you have to pray. When it seems like you've lost it all and you can't just find a way out, all you have to do is pray. Because I bet you, man, prayer changes things. It's something I've really experienced. And I'm really telling you the truth. Wherever it is that you want to go in life, there are a lot of things you have to prepare yourself for. And one of the key things you need to prepare for is to pray. Because no matter how hard you try for things to get going in your life, bad things are going to happen. You can't stop it. And it's non-negotiable. But I want you to get this on your mind. Life won't bring you the full package. And as they say, life will happen 10%. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. That's the default settings. 10% is what it's going to bring for you. Life will bring more than that. Because God knows you can't handle it if it's more than that. Life will only bring to you 10%. Now how you react to what life brings to your table makes it 100%. 90% is the good part. 90% is what God expects of you to do to make it 100%. And I think, one of the ways you should react to what life has brought or what life will bring to the table is to pray. Baby, there is nothing else you can do than to pray. You might as well work very hard, but prayer is the whole key to this thing, man. There's no room for you to be scared to pray. You can't be shy to pray. And listen, you can't just sit down waiting for life to happen for you. And you can't put your faith in people because they're going to fail you. You need to listen to what I'm saying to you this morning, man. For real, I grew up putting my faith in people. I thought if I could just get my idea to meet that person, if I could get this person to hear what my dream is all about, I thought it was going to change a lot of things for me. I was like everybody else. And Lord have mercy, man. I was so wrong. And without knowing, I stopped doing the necessary things that I need to do. I stopped making progress with my dreams. And it kept me on the spot for a very long time. Forgetting that one of the ways to react to what life brings on my table is to pray. And since then, man, I've learned a lot of lessons. And here is the deal, boy. The moment you start depending on people to approve and support you, you stop making progress with whatever dream you're pursuing. You must be persistent in prayer. And what I mean is you cannot give up. You must put your last effort into praying for your future. You need to make it your business to get in touch with God first each day. Because God owns the universe. And for real, if you pray, the universe tends to point you in the right direction. You must get closer to God for Him to show you your true self. You need to get closer with Him to tell you why you're still breathing. What I'm saying is important because if you don't know yourself, then you can't live the life of your dreams. You've heard me say this a lot of times, and I know you're thinking, what's he talking about now, man? But I'm right where I want. I understand you're right where you are. But what if the life you're destined for by God isn't what you want for yourself? How would you know that without asking Him? You see, praying is good. And here is one deal about prayer. When you spend more time praying for God to show you what He wants you to do, I bet you, man, you spend less time trying to figure out how things are going to work out for you. And one thing I've learned about prayer and the kind of prayer God answers is prayer can get you into the places you can't get to. Prayer changes things even better. Prayer changes people and people change things. And trust me, it's not going to be easy. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, it's not going to be easy. With pain comes a new way of seeing things. I wish I could just dig deep into this, but trust me, there are a lot of people out there who can explain this a lot better than I can do. But just from my own level of understanding, I'm just being as real as I can on this one. So, see, when you pray, you are praying for God to change the past challenges, the whole challenges that keeps reflecting in your present life. And I'm saying this one more time, man, it's not going to be easy. Because the old challenges you're trying to fight through prayers, we try to fight you tooth and nails. Man, it ain't gonna be easy, boy. And you know what? There is one thing about prayer. And I want you to trust me on this one. God really is a gentleman. And truly, God answers prayers. But when you set yourself to praying, asking God to change a situation that is going to help you grow, rather than praying for Him to strengthen you for the journey, trust me, He's not going to answer you. I ain't going to answer you. Because the truth is, there are situations God will never change on your cause. Not because He's a wicked God, but because troubles like that is what He uses to prepare you for better things. And no matter how hard you fast, no matter how hard you pray, no matter how deep you are as a Christian, no matter how closer you think you are to God, He ain't going to change nothing.
You're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show.
So amazing. Introducing the latest. Shoot, yeah, shoot, yeah, shoot. We'll sing that first verse.
I don't know about math or biology. I don't know about war or foreign policy. Yeah. I know who made the land, the earth, the sky, and sea. He created me, and it's amazing. Amazing. So amazing. Truly amazing. Yes, God is amazing. So amazing. God is amazing. Amazing. God is amazing. Shoot, 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 yeah, shoot, shoot, verse shoot. Don't know why she died for me. Way back on a hill called Mount Calvary. All that I know is that He loves me. He loves me. He saved my soul and He set me free. He speaks to the heavens. He speaks to the heavens. And the waters flow. And hear the faintest cry of them below. No one compares. My Lord, Most High King. He gives me joy. Yeah. He will make you sing. Amazing. So amazing. Truly amazing. Since He came into my life, what a wonderful change. Amazing. God is amazing. Oh yes, He is. He speaks to the heavens. Yes, and the waters flow. And hear the faintest cry of them below. No one compares. Yes. Most High King. The joy in knowing. Yeah. Make you sing. God is amazing. God is amazing. God is amazing. God is amazing. Oh, He's a miracle worker. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. He's an awesome God. Awesome God is amazing. He'll move the mountains in your life. Yes, He will. And He'll solve every one of your problems. I know amazing. He is so amazing. God is amazing. Did you know He walked on a raging sea? God is amazing. He healed the woman with the issue of blood. Yes, He did. When I was sick in my body, He raised me up. He raised me. Amazing. Yeah.
You're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show.
130 million girls didn't go to school today. Not because they didn't want to, but because they weren't given the chance. It's a global crisis. One that's so big, it's easy to lose our connection to it. It's time to bring this problem to life. It's time to remind the world that behind this number, there are real girls with hopes and dreams just like mine. So, to show they'll count, we're going to count them out loud, one by one. I'll start. 1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
8.
9, 10.
Every number we count tells our politicians that we want to get these girls into school.
222,
444,
802.
975.
1,000.
Every number we count is a girl who can become a teacher, a doctor, a president.
2,819.
18,397.
Every number is a reminder.
50,521,000.
900,000.
Every number is a girl who deserves an education.
4 million.
6 million. 10 million and 2.
And every girl counts.
43,209. Because that's the zip code where I grew up and where I got a really, really good education, and one that enabled me to get where I am today and all the places in between. Every single girl on the planet deserves that same chance. Join the count. Go to one.org.
You're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show. Lots of people ask me, why Mila's Diary? Why Mila's Diary? Okay. I remember the day I thought of owning a blog. Yeah, quite frightening, I must say. My thoughts wandered far from all the processing, and then far away from happy. And the fear of having a whole project in place without any audience at all, except me, me, overwhelmed me. And then all thoughts of ever starting a blog died that very same day. And then one day, I wrote a chapter, first chapter of Echoes. And then the passion and then the fire that came out from it was enough to convince me that this is really what I want to do. So that day I said to myself, I'm going to tell stories of hope and God. Yeah. I'm going to become a voice for the voiceless. And I want to serve as a singer to help people heal, like to unravel that pains that follow us like a shadow and help people heal. So I want to tell a story of hope. I want to tell a story of love. I want to tell a story of you. And of course, of me. Yeah.
Even with your own story, you have the ability to save and change other people's lives. They want to be the next to share yours on the Teens Network Daytime Show. Tell us your story today. 08099565000.
You're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show.
Hi, good morning, everybody. You're listening to Dedayo ADELOYE with you for the premiere edition of the Teens Network Daytime Show on radio. And right beside me in the studio are my friend, my co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Precious and Nneka right beside me here.
Hi
guys.
everybody, my name is Precious. Nice having you on the show.
And I'm Nneka.
Wow, it's good to have you guys in the studio.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm doing very good as well. See, I'm looking very good this morning on Saturday morning, man. I took a coffee downstairs and then you know I think it's very important I say this before we dive into the show. You know, one of the biggest blessings I'm most grateful for right now is finally being able to kickstart the show, and then with the help of some great people like you girls who decide to sacrifice a precious time, you know, to stand and support me. Precious and Nneka, you're one of them people, and I want to especially thank you guys. And to every beautiful and handsome person out there who believed in our dreams, who stops us and from time to time to encourage us, and seriously, it does matter to us and it does more impact on us, and we're truly grateful for that. All of those things you guys did helped us, to get to where we are right now. And we also want to thank you all, guys. Thank you all. We love you guys. And you want to say something too?
What I would actually like to say is that you said it all. Like, we are very, very grateful. Your words of encouragement, your advices, they mean so much to us.
Thank you very much. Right? Thank you, guys.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin Bishop from Orlando, Florida. You are now listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show from Lagos to Land Street, making an impact.
Got a question to ask the crew? Tweet us at IamTTNSTV using the hashtag #AskTheCrew.
We will be back right after this jam.
Blood of Jesus. Because of that blood of Jesus. The soul saving, cleansing blood. Hallelujah. So I know that your blood covers me. Yes, I know that your blood covers me. It reaches the top of the mountain. It flows to the depths of the sea. One thing I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that your blood covers. Hallelujah. So glad he saved a wretch like me. The devil, he had me, no victory. But the day that he died was the day I was set free. So I know that your blood covers. Yeah, I know. Cause it reaches the top of the mountain. It flows to the depths of the sea. One thing I know, that your blood kept me from hurt, harm, and danger. It reaches the top of the mountain. When I was deep in my sin, he was still covering me. Still working for me, still blessing me. Ooh, I'm talking about the blood that he shed on Calvary. That same blood covers, yeah, covers me. When I was seeking deep in my sin, hey, I was far from the peaceful shore, but he reached down and saved a wretch like me. Covered, yeah. I didn't know what to do. I felt like all hope was gone. Yeah, but your blood covers all of my transgressions. Yes, all of my iniquities. Everything about me that was not right. Yeah, he covers. Hallelujah.
You're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show.
Hi, buddy. I'm Dedayo ADELOYE. As most of you know that my crave is to making that big difference in the fashion and the media space. Well, I bet you ain't wrong about that. But of course, as they say, no matter how closer you are to knowing a person, there are some unknown things. So, beyond investing and craving to reaching greater heights with the Teens Network Daytime Show, What you don't know about me is my crave towards investing in my future with the best property investment company, Talibrix Property Solution Limited. Yes, I've tried it, which is why I'm suggesting you consider investing with them on their newest and existing estate projects at Safe Haven Ofada-Ode, Safe Haven Ekwe, Safe Haven Gwagwalada Abuja. And believe me, their estates are free from encumbrances. It has proximity to city centers, accessible road networks in and out of their estate communities. An estate model and a well-planned layout is available. Adequate security of your investment with no threat of money issues or trespassers. And you can boost of 100% return on investment in less than 12 months. Peradventure you desire an immediate development and don't have readily available funds, you can access flexible and affordable housing fund through Home Ownership Made Easy scheme. Well, I assure you, you are never too young or too old, neither are you too poor to afford their various products and payment plans. And no matter how expensive you think their products are, there is always something for everyone. So feel free to chat them up on 09097
Hello people, this is your girl Fumi. Keep listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show. Love ya.
Hey teens, good morning once again. How are you all doing today? Today is Saturday. Hope you're done with everything you're doing, like your chores. Right here in the studio, as you've heard, we have Dedayo and Nneka. And Dedayo, Nneka, how are you this morning? Hope you're fine.
I'm doing good. I'm doing
okay. Nneka, what about you? Are you okay? You're fine. I can see you're looking so beautiful this morning.
Seriously? Thanks. I'm actually feeling good. I'm feeling okay.
Okay, can you share with us a little of what happened this weekend? This week.
My week was awesome. I'm not just saying it, but it was really awesome.
Seriously, can you share it with us? Please share. What happened? Did you win a millionaire in a week or something like that?
Fortunately, I had lots of work to do. Had jobs.
Oh.
No.
You're a female actually, so that shouldn't be hard.
Life of a fashion designer is not as easy. But I got jobs this week.
Are you kidding me? But you're getting paid for it.
Exactly, that's the awesome part of it. I mean, that's the awesome part of it.
Wow,
so
that's
really
so
awesome.
Oh,
nice.
that's a nice step.
So what about you, Dedayo? How was your week?
Well, my week has been a little bit stressful though. I know we have to keep the lights up. Like we're going up to become a man, you know.
Are we sure exactly. Well, for me, my week was very, very stressful. Like I had lots of work to do at the office, I had lots of chores to do at home, and a lot of cooking. You all know I like the kitchen actually. So the week,
food,
I like it. Are you kidding me?
I'm not even seeing it in her body.
I didn't mean it. I'm going to go enlarge my stomach actually.
That's funny.
Okay.
Well, talking about today's question of the week, for the ladies, share with us what turns you off a guy, and for the guys, share with us what turns you off a girl.
So you want to talk about yours, huh?
Okay, for me, I think what turns me off a guy, I think every lady should have their spec. I hate guys with beards, especially when the beards are not neat. Actually, I no, don't laugh.
You know, there's this I don't know, but there's this guy then when I was in secondary school. I told me there's this afar in his school that used to actually relax his beards. Like
imagine
they actually put so much attention to these beards. As in,
I don't like beards.
He actually relaxes. Like it takes care of it like it's a normal weave normal hair in your head that you have to take care of. Like
for me, apart from the financial aspects, the physical appearance, I think it's only beards that take me off a guy. Once you have a beard and it's not neat, God, you're not coming anywhere near me.
I think that's the trending
the old beard gang and beard gang and all.
Why do you guys like beard?
I don't like beard. You don't have beard actually.
But why don't you like it?
I don't like it as it hair on your face and everything.
Where's the beard? Okay. So why are you trying to support?
So Dedayo, why not tell us what turns you off a girl? Let's leave the guy's part now. Tell us what turns you off a girl.
Well, I seriously, I do not have. Let me be serious. I do not have anything that turns me off because I haven't had this like close relationship with girls, and I hardly have.
Are you kidding me? You are a man. You should have something like I like this girl. I like this.
I don't think it has. It has to be just the physical appearance. Character-wise.
Sure.
You can't just tell me you don't
you can get married to a lady who doesn't know how to cook, doesn't know how to wash.
No.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
So tell us what turns you off a girl.
Okay, if you can't cook for me.
Wow, he likes food.
He takes that word in his mouth.
Seriously, yeah, I think so.
Seriously. if I get married, and then at least you should be able to maybe.
We are not talking about when you're married. Like as
Okay.
you're still single, you see a lady, and what turns you off her?
Okay, when you do your
At first
shakara
sight.
too much.
At
If your
first
shakara
sight,
is too
yeah.
much. If your shakara is too much.
Shakara.
Yes.
It's
I
normal
don't
for a
know.
lady to shakara.
Exactly, I was about to say that.
What do you expect? We are ladies, so we are expected
That's
to
the nature.
once.
Not shakara as into the brim though. But I mean, it's natural.
What do you do when friends walk away and it seems like you're all let alone needing a friend to share your pain, but you can't get anyone on the phone? Heartache begins. I refuse to hear you. I will make it through today. Doubt has no place. I believe it's right. I'm determined to trust you. I'm determined to trust. God, I'm determined to trust you. Yes, I am. I lean on you. God, I lean and depend on you. My heart is easy. Yoke is easy. Lord, I lean on you. I'm determined to trust you. Trust you. What do you do when you're bills due and no jobs are calling at all? Months have passed, time has got you, but you feel you can't make it through. Heartache begins. I refuse to hear you. I will make it through today. Doubt has no place. I believe it rains. I'm determined to trust you. I'm determined. It's not always easy to trust you. God, I lean and depend on you. God, I trust your word. Hey, God. Lord, I lean on you. I'm determined to trust you. This love is bigger than me. But my faith and my trust is in you. It will bring me through. Hey, but I'm determined to stand. When the odds are stacked against me, I'm determined to trust. I'm determined I'll trust you. I'm determined to trust. The way may not be easy. I'm determined to trust. I'm determined, God, to live in your presence. God, live on your word. I'm determined to trust. To be steadfast and unmovable. I'm determined to trust. When sickness hits your body, I'm determined to trust. And the doctors have done all they can. You can speak to sickness and say the blood of Jesus be against you. When the odds are stacked against you, put your trust in the Lord and He will see you through. I'll be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in
My name is Asara Marian, and you're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show. It's 1,000 screams in one voice, so keep listening.
You're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show.
We are all busy solving our problems as we move around with our pains scribbled across our face in caliber, capitalized and sometimes italic. for those who wait on fate, they call themselves lucky. Each time their mouth splitters into an unassuming smile. And for others whose fate keeps them going, they believe that they are blessed. So, at the end of each day, when our mouths don't splitter into that smile, we say to ourselves, life is not fair. And just because we are blinded by our circumstances, we feel like we are alone and we fail to see those miracles around us. And by miracles, I mean that amazing family that will always be there to the end. And that's one friend among thousands, with his annoying phone calls to check up on you all the time. The unfriendly neighbor, the grumpy one, who always watch your door. The stranger across the road giving directions in a row, and that gift which costed you less or nothing at all. That priceless smile that lit up your someday when every day there's that love that keeps you going. This significant part of our life, they exist to help us solve our problems. Yet they are ignored, and sometimes to us they do not exist. Why? Because we keep walking with our pains scribbled across our face without recognizing that there are miracles around us. So today, stop walking, look around, and you'll find those miracles. Then you realize that you're not alone.
Sheets of rain falling down, people moving all around. Some never think how great you are, some never feel with a clean heart. With all that you do and all that you've done, the fact that you gave your only son, you think they'd all cry, glory, hallowed be thy name, most excellent, most God. Yes, you're glorious. The stars and the moon sing glorious. You're so excellent. Oh, in a day, gone tomorrow, days of joy and days of sorrow. Some even ask what's life about. Some live and don't see you're the way out. If they'd only look and see your glory in the great heavenly, they'd have to cry out, glory, hallowed be thy name, most excellent, most God. Yes, you're glorious. The mountains clap and the hills sing glorious, you're so excellent. Oh, you are, no one's holy like you are. You are, yes, there's none besides you. You are, and there's no rock like you, Lord. No rock like you, Lord. You are. I find no fault in you. You're my glorious God. You are. Yes, you're glorious in your greatness and your power, in your majesty and your victory. Somebody say, is he to you? He is to me. And so much more. Oh, worship him in the beauty of his holiness. Go on and worship him, worship him, worship the Lord. Is there anybody here? Anybody love him like I do? Then say you are. You're glorious.
I'm Asara Marian. Keep listening to the Meatless Diaries segment.
You're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show.
Do you know of any remarkable kid or an extraordinary teen that has done some newsworthy feat or has achieved something extraordinary? Well, don't keep that to yourself. We want to see what they can do. Text extraordinary or write us and tell us about your story. 009 956 5000.
Alright, it's about time, so buckle up and hold on tight. Here it is, Teen Strawberry Letter.
Alright, here we go. Today's subject of the Teen Strawberry Letter. My dad often invade my privacy, and most of the time I'm half naked in my room.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. Joy says this. She says, "Hello, my name is Joy. I'm 17 years old. I'm the only child of my parents. I once had a great family where I was taught that a closed door in the house was not to be opened without knocking. But as soon as my parents got divorced, things changed a little bit. I currently live with my dad, and most of the time, we both are the only ones at home. And each time I'm dressing up for an occasion or changing my clothes in my room to have my bath, my dad will walk into my room for no reason, and without knocking, he just opens up the door. At this point, I'm half naked, but when I try to cover up my nakedness, his response is, 'Come on, would you stop that? Have you forgotten that I'm your dad?' Although, other than that, he's a good person. He fulfills his responsibilities as a father. He pays my fees and is consistent with it. Please, I do not know what to do."
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
For a 17-year-old girl. I mean, she already has everything. Like, it's only natural that she wants to cover up. She's not as free as she would have been when she was a little younger, like 8, 9. You know, she's in her adolescent stage. I feel it's quite. I mean, what do we think? I don't think it's really
quite tragic
okay
for her to experience such things at that age, like her parents divorcing and
apart from that,
and living with her dad. She's getting mature at 17. She
needs her privacy. Or what do you
she
think?
needs her privacy. Yeah, truly. So
she's 17. Obviously, next year she'll be an adult. Exactly. So it means she's a fully grown lady, and
that's right already.
Your dad invading your privacy. It's really wrong. I would advise you go to your mom and you talk to her about it, because obviously this is someone your mom has lived with, so she should know what to do rather than you telling an outsider. Because if an outsider tells your dad and he hears it, it might become worse than that. Like some dad, they are really, really crazy. When you hear an outsider talking about your family problem, you get all worked up and you want to take it out.
Another thing, I feel like she should talk to the father herself. Like, "Dad, okay, I really think I want to talk to you about this. Like, I feel like it is.
Yes,
I don't think it's okay that you come to my room like that. Like, I'm getting to the stage where, in fact, I've gotten to the stage where it's kind of wrong and rude to just barge into my, like, this is a father to daughter relationship. It should be better and more comfortable for her to talk to her father about this stuff. So.
Okay, you're not wrong about that. But talking about personality, some people are not really outspoken. So if the person we're dealing with now, it's not someone that's outspoken, what do you suggest? Yes.
Well, what do we suggest, Dedayo and Precious? I think this is where you come in as well. You know, in a situation where she is not outspoken, she really cannot talk to her dad about this stuff.
I suppose what Pearl said, like talking to her mom.
Yes,
but
exactly.
in a condition or in a coincidence where her mom is far away or something like that.
Or speaking of outspoken, she might not really be able to talk to her mom as well.
Yes,
that's why she's on a low, just sending this letter.
So what does she do now? What does she do? Does she have a church leader to talk to?
I was about saying that even in school, if she's still in secondary school, we have
a
counselor or something like that. And even after
everything,
even after the counselor has given her some advices and we find out that the advices are not working, then maybe you should talk to the school authorities. A child has a right to privacy, so maybe the school authorities will call her dad.
I feel like it's not really as you are trying elaborate as you're trying to picture it.
Okay, like
she should just
most times
talk to her father, basically. Like, she should try.
And
she should also eat us up and let us know how it is, because we don't even know if she has even tried talking to her father or not. Yes. So, I mean, this is more, communication-wise, like,
Okay,
discuss
Joy,
about this
if you're
continuously.
listening right now, an advice to you, maybe next time when you're dressing up, you should just lock your room with your key. So
yeah, and when your dad
you can't
asks
just
later,
patch him
let
that
him
way.
know that this is why I'm doing this, and explain better that I'm doing this
obviously,
because
and that's a
you're
more
doing
better
this.
approach. To
Okay,
the
okay. Thank you,
system.
Pearl. Thank you, Dedayo. Thank you, Nneka, for your response. Today's Thin Strawberry Letter is posted on imttnstv.com. You can tweet and Instagram us your thoughts at imttnstv or just mail us at thinstrawberryletter@gmail.com. So that will be all for now. Till we meet again. Bye.
Bye.
My name is Osara Marian, and you're listening to the Teens Network Daytime Show. It's 1,000 screams in one voice, so
this isn't
keep
about
listening.
charity. It's about justice. We don't use shovels to dig wells. Our voices are our tools. Speaking up. Demanding action. We come together as one. 7 million strong. Geeks and guitarists. Soccer moms and students. From LA to Lagos. Putting politics aside.
I really do believe that we can make poverty history.
To the One campaign, thank you for bringing us together.
Saying whatever must be said, however we need to say it.
You kidding me?
We are rebels with a cause, armed with powerful data that can save lives. Mobilizing. Advocating. Persuading.
If you empower a woman, you empower a whole continent. You empower a whole people.
Because where you live shouldn't determine whether you live. Together, we've cut extreme poverty in half, and we refuse to stop until we finish the job. Join us.
He doesn't fight crime or wear a cape. He doesn't read minds or levitate. But every time my world needs saving, he's my Superman. Some folks don't believe in heroes 'cause they haven't met my dad. He loves his workshop and rock and roll. He's got a hot rod and a heart of gold. And you could say he's a man of few words, but he talks a lot within. And even though I'm a little taller, I still look up to him. He built me a house in the arms of a tree. He taught me to drive and to fight and to dream. When he looks in my eyes, I hope he can see that my dad's a hero to me. Rust-ridden fenders and doors full of dings. Somehow he can fix about anything. I didn't think he knew how to cry till our dog died that year. He doesn't always say I love you, but I can hear him loud and clear. He built me a house in the arms of a tree. He taught me to drive and to fight and to dream. When he looks in my eyes, I hope he can see that my dad's a hero to me. of a tree. He taught me to drive and to fight and to dream. When he looks in my eyes, I hope he can see that my dad's a hero to me.